Hi, my name is Hang. Now I'm talking about the STARS presentation. For the final project, I decided to work on the topic, the America that End in Vietnam War. There are some reasons why I choose to do this topic. First of all, the Vietnam War was the longest in U.S. history until the Afghanistan War from the year 2002 to the year 2014. The war was extremely divisive in the US, Europe, Australia, and elsewhere, because the US failed to achieve a military victory, and the Republic of South Vietnam was ultimately taken over by North Vietnam, and the Vietnam experience became known as the Only War America at lost. Secondly, it remains a very controversial topic that continues to affect political and military decisions today. Besides, being a Vietnamese, I would love to have a fuller view of the Vietnam War, both from the Vietnamese perspective and American perspective. For the journal article, I choose the article named America the Bitter End in Vietnam War. And here you can see how the journal article looks like. The historian, the name is T. Christopher Desfrain. He is a member of the history department at the North Georgia College State University. To have an overview of the article, I will point out some main topics covered by the article. The first thing is the evidence of the support from from the United States to South Vietnam. The article provides many evidence about the financial support that the United States gave to South Vietnam and the truth about military equipment support that US gave to South Vietnam. Right here you can see the screenshot about the financial support, and the second screenshot is about the military equipment support. And one impressive critic statement is some of the equipment was not the latest used by the US Armed Forces, but most of it was current, effective, and appropriate from the South Vietnamese. It means that the support that US gave to South Vietnam was not of the best that the United States could do. And the second part of the article is the situation when Vietnam War was in need of more support, but the approval for more assistance could not be gained from the Congress as soon as possible, with the effort to prevent communism invasion. And in addition to the hopeless situation in Cambodia, Martin requested the Congress to give a stronger support for South Vietnam. However, the Congress had imposed on restraints, and as a consequence, the most important part is the reason why South Vietnam was collapsed. The first reason is because the Congress reduced the military assistance. It precipitated North Vietnamese aggression and led to the collapse of South Vietnam. And the second reason is because why the number of Vietnamese and Cambodians who suffered at the hand of the victor should have been considerably lower, but the White House avoided making critical decisions at necessary times. The last but not least reason is because the South Vietnam, the government. South Vietnam, the government was deteriorating. Its government was artificial, corrupt, and unresponsive that never garnered sufficient popular support from the Vietnamese. The reasons are also explained furthermore in the article. The article does not explain every details about the Vietnam War ended. However, it does not state specifically the consequence of the end of the war towards America. However, it is a useful source for me to do research on how it led to the end of the Vietnam War, especially the recent rose from both America the side and South Vietnam the side. It will be a great reliable source for me to do my final project. And here is the citation for my article. Yeah, you can see the citation here. And finally, thank you for your attention. Thank you for listening. Have a good night. Thank you.